Hello friends, new video again. Antarctica. Mysteries again, mysteries friends. I have prepared a great video for you, and I am sure you will like this one very much. Without wasting time, I want to start the video well. If you are on my channel for the first time, hello, and I would appreciate a like, a comment, and why not subscribe with a bell. Now I wish you a pleasant view, friends. Could Antarctica be the transition to an ancient civilization living under the ice of this mysterious continent? And why are holes the size of the entire country forming in the middle of Antarctica? Today we will try to solve these problems. With you is Ahan and Fire, and today in this video I will share with you the unexplained, strange and unusual things. What is happening right now in Antarctica? Among the crazy theories about Antarctica, of course, is the legend of the city surprisingly. Even some historians share this opinion. But would it be possible that Antarctica really appeared instead of the lost Atlantis a long time ago, or is this all just a coincidence? According to ancient legends about Atlantis, this is a mythical island. The state hypothesis from Antarctica. Atlantida was first published in a magazine Italian almost half a century ago. This hypothesis is further developed in the book from Italian Flavio Balbiero, Civilization Under the Ice, where it is proven that the legendary Atlantis is located on the site of present-day Antarctica. The climate at that time was quite warm, about 10 to 12,000 years ago. Body of huge mass and size. The impact has shifted the Earth's axis, causing flooding. The earthquakes have begun to slowly destroy Atlantis, where the residents can control the coasts of three continents. At the same time. Strange skulls. This was truly amazing news and unusual. Skulls were recently discovered in the ice of Antarctica. It was claimed that 3 ancient skulls with an elongated shape were discovered on the continent by a group of archaeologists. Reports that archaeologist Damien Water and his team found skulls in an area called Lape, originally claimed to be the first human remains found in Antarctica. Then the name suddenly changed to the first alien remains found in Antarctica. It is important to note that these types of elongated skulls were discovered years ago, mainly in Egypt, Syria, and Mesopotamia. Around Antarctica there are many rumors and conspiracy theories. If really there were Third Reich bases, is theoretically possible, a huge snowy wasteland, 1.5 times larger than the United States in an ideal location for training camps. Secrets. 99% of Antarctica consists of ice. Yes, even here the ice, it is too much. According to scientists, the eastern parts and western part of the continent represent 90% of the total amount of ice on the planet. But even those harsh conditions do not stop to scientists and travelers. Since 1820, different groups have been sent to the continent and equipment. One of the mysteries that the researchers found during their visits is the so-called singing ice. For example, the huge ice shelf that Ross sings almost constantly. Even today, scientists say that the reasons for the strange singing are strong winds, that they cause vibrations in the snow and ice on the platform surface. But how to explain then the sudden changes in tonality? Someone hard that this is due to the change of wind tonality. It turned out that they do not depend on whether it is possible that the sounds are caused by something else that cannot yet be explained. The driest land, it's hard to believe, but in Antarctica is one of the driest lands on our planet. The McMurdo Dry Valley, with an area of about 8,000 square meters, and consisting of 3 Antarctic oases, are almost completely free of ice and snow. The reasons for this are strong winds reaching speeds of 150 kilometers per hour. Scientists have discovered that in some parts of the dry valleys, no precipitation has fallen for 2 million years. This area is classified as specially protected due to the lack of cover of ice. Here it is convenient to carry out investigations, geological conditions. In addition, the valley is very close to the natural The valley is very close to the natural conditions of Mars, and for this reason, spacecraft tests were conducted in the valley. New creature recently at a depth of about 350 meters. American archaeologists discovered something truly terrifying. Antarctic creature did not resemble any creature known to science, nor what class belongs. It turns out that this is unknown fortunately. The new creature was relatively small. Her body length was only 20 centimeters. Not. You must be afraid at all. But it is not yet known if this creature can be of extraterrestrial origin. But what is known is that in Antarctica, more interesting creatures have been found, which actually have extraterrestrial origins, and the finds were recently discovered. Look ahead for all the details, and see other strange things that they are happening on the ice continent right now. Meteors. Any change is clearly visible on the bright wastelands and even Antarctica. Of course, in such an environment, a meteorite fall simply cannot happen. Unnoticed in part because of this, they were found near than 10,000 meteorites in the last 150 years on the ice continent. They were in various forms and species, some of which are several million years old. Among them there are guests from Mars. What can Antarctica have in common and the planet Mars? As follows. The Martian meteorite in December 1984. This finding generated a stir with the discovery of microscopic structures fossilized on the surface of the meteorite, which could be bacteria. The origin of the bacteria is still open, but the size of the structures found is from 20 to 100 nanometers, which speaks in his favor. The diameter is much smaller than any cellular life form known to science. Scientists suggest the meteorite broke off from Mars 4 billion years ago at which time there was still liquid water. Other meteorites found on Earth belong to a later period. The finding has become unique, confirming the theory of bacteria of extraterrestrial origin. In addition, scientists believe that this meteorite is probably the cause of the destruction of vegetation in former tropical Antarctica. The findings of Mars continue in the 21st century. 2003, 750 kilometers from the South Pole. Another small meteorite also fell to Earth in 2002. But was not discovered until 2015. This pattern is distinguished by the fossilized remains of bacteria from the red planet. How long will we have to wait when something bigger than a meteorite has to fall on our planet? Helena scientists are sure that the Antarctic relief is not as static as it seems at first glance. For example, in 2017 in the middle of the continent, discovered a huge hole the size of Ireland. According to the researchers, generally large cavities form relatively close to the boundary of ice and sea. But the hole that was called Polynia turns out to be located a few hundred kilometers of the dividing line. This indicates that it appeared as a result of some unknown processes. A hole previous of this size appeared here in 70 years of left unexplored for the next 40 years. The sea ice sheet remained intact. The researchers believe it is premature to say that the hole in the ice was caused by global climate change. However, there is still no answer to the question of what exactly causes the appearance of such a hole every half-century. Secret life. It is hard to imagine that such a harsh region as Antarctica can be inhabited by a huge number of species, but this is an objective reality. The scientific community has become convinced of it after discovering a multi-meter layer lake. Scientists believe that the waters of the lakes can be inhabited by organisms alive, since they have all the necessary factors for life, such as dirty water with high oxygen content, water temperature, not relatively high. Microorganisms adapted to life in such conditions may have properties unique, because to have isolated from the terrestrial buses are going smoothly. Total darkness and excess of oxygen. But have scientists been able to detect such bacteria? Bacteria from another planet. In 2014, a thriving ecosystem was discovered and active in one of the lakes. Microorganisms have existed for millions of years. They survived thanks to methane and ammonia, This discovery suggests that life alien is no longer impossible before. What prevents such a way of life from appearing elsewhere? In early October 2016, researchers reported the discovery of an organism unique in one of the lakes of Antarctica. The discovered bacterium had a genetic resemblance to living things known to modern science. Under enormous pressure, it may be of extraterrestrial origin, as has been shown by both the genetic make logro to take root in the lake, which was formed 15 million years ago. Due to the fact that geothermal springs they are found at the bottom of the lake, and the water is very rich in oxygen. Yes, friends, as you can see, there are facts, there are proofs, everything is clear, everything is black and white. There is no way to tell one of these stories that is false or fictitious. And I would love with all my heart a like, a comment, and why not subscribe with a bell, because this is the name. You will receive notifications when I upload new videos on YouTube. Can you imagine? I upload new videos every week so you don't miss them. Subscribe, and with bell. Coming soon, many new and interesting videos. Tell me, friends, goodbye and see you soon.